I've been waiting for the hiccups to go away, but no such luck. um, this is day 54 of 100 Days of Making Comics. I'm Jan, and I just got back from Paris. Tilla. So Tilla is actually a Hungarian name. I was kind of contemplating making up all names completely, like they tend to do in Star Wars. But then at the same time, I don't know, like you know how sometimes you just look at someone and you go, that's a Michael or that's an Eddie. So the same with these guys. I just started making up names, and in spite of all the lists I'd been keeping of names, they kind of went out the window, you know. So here we are, a whole new wall. Everyone is named. Godfried or Gotzi. Gotzi, I actually looked up on Wikipedia. It's time to start writing some dialogue, guys. Organize myself just a little bit. Feel the flow. I'm kind of freaked out. It's going to be my first big introduction of tons of characters all on one page. There's 9 characters on one page, and I don't think I've ever attempted anything like this. So wish me luck. So we are back, and last weekend was Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is very international. Everyone knows it. Clearly, some of us tried to ignore it, but it was kind of funny to see how, for some of us, it's quite a big deal, and so I was quite surprised, and if anything, some of the videos that were put up by Ox and by Kevin kind of got me into the spirit of things. And so here's my late entry into Ox's motivational Tuesday request from last week to draw a Valentine's Day card using a character of my own story and one of his. And I put it together into a little time lapse that you can see right here, while I'll talk about some comic book stuff. So the obvious thing for me that weighs very heavily on my mind is, no, not the dialogue, not the dialogue and the naming that I started this video with, but the comic book convention I was so looking forward to. You see, it's this week and I'm not going. And that kind of, it really, I've known this for like 2 or 3 weeks now, that I'm most likely not going. And it has a little bit to do with my work, because in my new position, I get a schedule, a rota for the whole month. And it's not that easy to move things around. And since I'm new to the job, or on this in this particular function, I I really didn't want to rock the boat and ask for days off. So I'm not going. And I kind of put a downer on things for a couple of days, because I kind of felt like, that's what I was looking forward to. But then at the same time, truth be told, I was supposed to have my 10 pages done right now by the end of this week. And unless I go completely insane, that is going to be a tall task. So I'm not going to make that. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up on my comic book. Of course not. I really enjoy the workflow I have, and like making the videos and like all that. And I like how doing the everyday thing, even like sometimes, like last Saturday, for example, I came back from Paris, I got back to work, and then things happened. And instead of a regular double shift of 12 hours, I ended up doing 15. and the next day I was back at it again. So there are days I literally don't have time, but I really enjoy working on it, even if it's half an hour, even if it's just an hour, because I prefer to. I still have this mindset of wanting to get things done for 4 hours, but that's just not going to happen. So, not too often. Tomorrow, however, if I can get the training materials I'm working on out of the way, new training materials, I might just have a couple of hours to solidly work on art. Get the dialogue out of the way, see how big it is, and I'm really kind of excited on drawing the balloons myself. I think that's a little bit weird, but I like how the lettering came out when it was incorporated into the art from the previous page, and I don't like how balloons look when you use Photoshop or vector art. Like there's something very sterile about it, and maybe I'm overthinking it a bit, but like there's just this feel, you know. Like I don't know. Maybe I should just give it another go. But I've tried making text balloons in the past using vectors, and I don't know, not my thing for now. So we'll see. So yes. So yes, here's my picture. I hope you like it, Ox. What can I say? Here's our two characters in an embrace. Who knows what they've been talking about? One can but imagine. But that's what this is all about. Tales of the imagination. And with that, I'm gonna hit the sack because it's been a long day, and tomorrow's another long day, and we've got comic books to make, so